Welcome to Slightly Biased Sports. I'm Dakota.
And it's Tyler.
And it's Sunday.
It is Sunday.
Finally. Say finally like it's a good thing. It's been a long weekend. Like it's actually felt like a long weekend for once. It's fantastic.
Not once do we go through a regular work weekend. So whoever came up with a fucking 5-day work schedule and 2 days off, yeah, go fuck yourself. Because this weekend felt nice.
It did. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Ours was pretty good.
Was it?
Pretty good, yeah.
Had the feast out?
I ate entirely too much shit.
Feast.
Last night was the worst of it.
Did you eat like kings or what?
Well, I ate enough that I took a nap, and I don't usually do that. So I went to grandma's, ate, sleep, wake up, go home. That's how it went. I was fucking exhausted. Other than that, though, it was pretty good.
Well, hope y'all's as good as ours.
Yeah.
Get your trees up.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Put it up. Everybody knows.
Out of excuses.
Day after Thanksgiving, everybody puts that son of a bitch up. So we got ours up. Everybody gets trees
the
up.
majority of people put it up before.
No.
Which is insane.
That's nuts. You can't just skip over Thanksgiving. It's a crucial holiday.
People do it.
I don't care about the genocide. Grow up. I'm fucking tired of you sensitive son of bitches. Let's grow up.
Just want turkey and stuffing.
I just want to eat with my family.
Call it stuffing or dressing? I think I call it both.
I call it stuff. I call it stuffing, not dressing.
Huh.
I think dressing's something else, ain't it?
No, it's the same thing. Stuffing and dressing's the same thing. One of them's inside the turkey, but Nope. Number one Thanksgiving food that you could not have and be fine.
Turkey?
That's what you want? You're removing turkey?
Number one?
Are you? No, I'm saying for you.
Oh, that I could remove cranberry sauce.
Well, yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
It's pretty popular. I'm going to,
How is that popular for people?
No, it's popular to not.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like a big time one.
Okay, yeah, then it's stuffing.
Oh, no. See, mine's going to be like macaroni or something like that.
Oh,
I love macaroni, but it can go. I can get that anytime.
It's got no business out here with this.
No. There was a lot of fucking games. Yesterday.
Yep.
College football rivalry weekend
was nuts. It did not disappoint.
Like you say rivalry weekend, you think, oh, every time it's awesome, and it usually is. But yesterday was wild.
It really was.
R.I.P. to Auburn fans. You fucking idiots. And I was an idiot for a split second, and then I woke up.
It's college and pro today, by the way.
Yeah.
Recaps, precaps, that's it. Nice and sweet today. And we can kick it right the fuck off with that game you want to talk about?
Yeah.
And then talk about our hogs?
That's fine.
Why in the fuck, when Auburn scores, what was it? Was it end of regulation or first overtime? First overtime. You scored after Alabama scored. Put the 2 in and fucking end this. Yeah, you cannot go blow for blow.
I said the same thing. You will lose that.
You are going to lose.
Stupid fucking switching 2-point play
That
bullshit.
Is the most weird looking shit. That is weird.
And this year they were like, oh, well, we had a 9 overtime game. Yeah, but it took like 7 minutes.
And I loved every fucking overtime. Like, I enjoy it.
But I mean, like the Penn State and Iowa 9 overtime game.
Oh, no, not that. That was gross.
That was
an outlier.
It took like 12 minutes to burn through 7 overtimes. Like Arkansas and LSU 7 overtime game, it was like 5.5 hours.
Yes. I get it. The athletes start getting wore out. You start getting fucking easily hurt.
I don't know. I don't love it.
I don't love the 2-point shit. But if you're Penn State and you got this backup quarterback in who kind of stinks, and you just fucking scored a touchdown, you don't give Bama the ball back. It's all or nothing right now from the 2-yard line. Because as you found out, you will lose trying to go blow for blow with Alabama because your talent does not stack up to theirs.
Auburn with 2 minutes left. First of all, it was 10-0 for the majority of this fucking game. Auburn. Like when I checked the score initially, I was like, oh, that'll change. And I was like, oh my God, it's the third quarter. So I flipped back over there because I was watching what was I watching at that point?
Michigan State, Penn State?
Yes, that's what I was watching. And, which also, great game.
Mm-hmm.
I flipped over there. Alabama kicked a field goal, 10-3. And then fast forward through all the bullshit, because there was a lot of bullshit. Like, there was a lot of doing nothing in that game. They came down like 3rd and 1, I think, and they stopped them. We went for it on 4th down, and they stopped them. And they're showing fucking Auburn fans crying tears of joy in the stand with
I can relate.
2 minutes left.
I can relate.
I get it, like being excited,
Right.
but like
Especially a 6-win Auburn team. They lost Bo Nix. It's
But
been
there's-
all just sad.
2 whole minutes left, and Alabama had, I think at that point, it still had 2 timeouts, maybe 1. No, they had to have more than that.
Yeah, I got to
They
be
had
up by
2.
10 before I start crying with 2 minutes left.
They had 2. What happens?
7 ain't enough.
Auburn goes 3 and out in fantastic fashion, and then you can start.
They did it in true Kendall Browse fashion. Kendall Browse first half fashion. Handoff left, handoff
And
right,
then they-
handoff left.
And then they punted and downed it at the 2. So now Alabama's got to go 98 yards, like a minute and a half left.
And was there really a doubt in anybody's mind they'd do it?
Well, yes, but no. Like the situation.
I literally sat back and thought, they're going to fucking do it.
I thought the same thing, but at the same time, it's like you've gone the entire game and you squeaked out 3 points. Why now all of a sudden are you going to fucking go 98 yards in a minute and a half? And then 2 passes later, they're within field goal range. And I was like, well.
Bryce Young on that last drive was fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking touchdown. That touchdown throw was so fucking money. That shit was sick. And the 4th down throw he had, just as fucking sick.
It really looked like he just turned it on.
Yes.
Like Saban was like, hey, we go out there and score.
I know it's
all right?
rivalry week. I know. These guys are playing their Super Bowl right now. All right. Start playing. Okay,
All
coach.
right. Let's go win.
Here we go. And I know they had an ejection early on
Mm-hmm.
for targeting. That was a big one.
Yeah. And they went right at the guy who
Oh,
replaced him.
boy, yeah. And little did they know. I mean, it worked at first, but guess what Alabama has on the bench? Another 5-star player.
Other great players.
Yes. As we found out whenever what's-his-nuts came in at running back.
Yeah.
Sanders came in, ripped that son of a bitch off. What was it, like a 42-yard run? And everybody's like, what? Who's this guy? Oh, just another highly fucking recruited player.
Well, if you look into him for a split second, you'll realize that your team probably offered him too. He just didn't fucking go there.
Yes. It was a fantastic game. I could tell, I mean, Nick Saban was hoarse as fuck in his interview afterwards.
Seemed genuinely excited after the game too.
It's rivalry week. Shit,
That
it's always
tells you,
wild.
like everybody, like LSU and all these people that think, oh, our rival's Bama. No, it's not. Bama's rival is Auburn.
Yeah,
and that's
100%.
it. And that's it.
100%.
You can claim him if you want to. Nick Saban does not fucking care about you the week of or the week after your fucking game. Just Auburn.
It's the Iron Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Iron Bowl, and that's it. It was fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
It was boring most of the game, but then we started all cheering. Let's be honest, we started all cheering for Alabama to lose, so we got a little more invested to it. It was a 10-3 game in the 4th quarter. It's pretty gross,
Yeah.
But-
Not what I expected at all.
but a very fun finish.
Like, would have expected that had they had Bo Nix.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would have expected a close game. That game just shows me, puts no doubt in my mind that if we played Bama in Fayetteville,
We
we
win.
beat them by 10.
Ooh.
I think we beat them by 10. I think we're better than Auburn. I don't care.
thought-
I know we
I'm about to
played
say,
them.
we saw
I
we
know
thought
we
that about
lost.
Auburn too.
But Auburn without Bo Nix, we would have slaughtered as well. Give a fuck where we played them.
Yeah, without Bo Nix, they stand no chance. Bo Nix fucking crushed us.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so Bama wins. What was it, 24-22?
Yeah, which is stupid because, like I said, 10-0 most of the game. That completely skewed the fucking.
That's got to be, as they say in Barstool, it's got to be a scoregami.
That's a weird.
22 points.
Yeah, 24-22 is weird.
I guess if you went for 2, both touchdowns, and then didn't get it on the third one, it'd be 22.
Yeah, but how many times does that happen?
Not very.
When they fucking force you to go back and forth. Stupid rule.
It was a good game, though.
It ended up being a good game. It was
did.
bad for 75% of it.
It did. Let's talk Piggies.
Which game you want to talk about?
Maybe in which game?
Because there was a game in the first half, and then there was a game in the second half.
Oh, you mean the second?
The game in the
So
first
I
half
have
was
some
bad.
interesting insight to give you here because I listened to Pittman's interview afterwards. And my boy, who I love watching, who works for 247 Sports, Trey Biddy,
Mm-hmm.
I heard his voice immediately, and he said, "Hey, Coach, there in the first half, it was a really weird game. Then all of a sudden in the second half, it seemed like it was an entire different game plan." Now I'm paraphrasing here; I don't have the quote up. And he said, "Is it something good?"
Just saying that Matt Nagy's likely to be fired at the end of the season.
And that's not surprising.
No.
Anyways, and he said, "What happened there in the second half? Did you have a conversation with Kendall Browse? What was the conversation?" And he said, "Well,
Wake up, idiot."
and you could tell he was really trying to tiptoe how he approached it. And he's like, we're a very run-first team. But at a certain point, if they're blitzing and sending guys, you have to make them pay. And if you're just going to continue to run it and get 0 yards, it's not going to work. You got to open it up and you got to send it. And he said I thought Kendall made a great adjustment and started capitalizing on it. No, you just told him stop fucking doing this garbage and throw the fucking ball. I think back to the very first game of this season when I watched these piss poor first halves. And I think back to when KJ was finally able to get a play call in where he was able to throw the fucking ball downfield, and he looked over against Rice, and he looked over and was like, let's fucking throw the ball. I think back to that every time. I don't understand.
I did love when they threw that first deep ball to Treylon, and he fell just short of the end zone, and then they put him in the backfield immediately after. I was like, fuck it, we're getting him a touchdown.
Yes.
We'll figure out a way to get him in there, and he had quite the fucking
It's
day.
time to say it.
Oh, he's the best receiver.
He's the best receiver we've ever had.
Yeah, I think.
No fucking doubt about it.
I'm okay with that.
At the beginning of the season, we were like, Joe Adams, Greg Childs, those dudes were, Jarius Wright, those dudes were pretty fucking fantastic.
And he lost a whole year with Chad Morris. He scored like one touchdown.
Yeah. Let's pull his numbers up beside old Mike Woods.
You want to pull his numbers up? So he had like 1,123 yards, whatever it was. He ended up with. Mm-hmm. You know who was in second place? I can't remember who it was, but it was like 298 yards.
Oh, on our team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, it was rough.
Not gonna lie, we missed Mike Woods having a true number 2, but
he's doing.
He thought he was gonna be number 1. So
he did big things yesterday.
He went over there and ended up being number 6. So, attaboy.
Biggest fucking moment for Oklahoma in this year, and he's on the fucking bench. I don't know. I'm not going to dwell on the Mike Woods thing. It does hurt, though.
That game with Missouri was fucking fantastic. I was devastated when Traylon Smith came in and fumbled that ball.
That and
because he is so fucking good.
Getting the stop, first play, pick. Missouri gets the ball back. That one was tough, too, because it was like that whole place was getting loud, and then it was like, oh, shit. Settle back down.
But who threw a pick?
KJ. On the sideline.
I don't think he threw a pick.
Yes, he did.
Really?
Yeah. But
he didn't throw a pick.
So whenever they turned the ball over immediately afterwards was a fucking problem.
Yeah, KJ had 263 yards and a touchdown, no picks.
Whatever it was, we stopped them. They came back in and immediately gave the ball back.
Probably had a turnover right on the side.
Yeah, I don't
know. Maybe a fumble right on the side.
Whatever it was that happened, it completely shut the whole fucking place down.
Mm-hmm. First half, very fucking piss poor. Very pedestrian. Weren't even trying to fucking capitalize. We saw a blitz. We just ran around play. The same old Kendall Browse bullshit in the first half. And the second half goes to show you Kendall does fucking have it. He just doesn't want to fucking do it.
And this is the problem with the potential either coordinator leaving. Is like what they're capable of and what somebody else would be capable of if they came in behind them.
Yeah, but we can't just keep thinking what they're capable of and what they actually show on the field.
No, we can't, but we also can't bitch about it if we keep fucking running people out. Like we go back to Chad Morris from Houston Nutt, like that's fucking terrible.
Right, I feel like that's a dangerous game to play if we can keep doing well remember what Chad Morris did. Like
no,
okay,
it's not just a Chad Morris thing. That's with anybody. Like if you have somebody that you get used to and you think it's the same thing with your NFL team. Like if it's I get it, but there's a purgatory there where you're like you're not getting good draft picks and you're not going to win a Super Bowl. Right. It's awful. You could be the Jets. And, like, yeah, that's dangerous, but it happens a lot. Like, you get somebody out and you get somebody else in and they don't work.
At the end of the day, 8-4 is a pretty fucking fantastic finish. We were praying for 6. We got 8. And honestly, could have had 10.
Now, I will say, whether it be Odom going somewhere else.
It's Odom.
Or Kendall Browse won't go somewhere else. Kendall Browse, when he leaves,
he could take
will be
the LSU
fired.
Job.
Odom might be swindled away somewhere else.
Odom
either
take
way,
the LSU job.
Either way, I don't think LSU would do that. But either way, I trust Pittman to hire a new coordinator. That's where I'm at.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Pittman also in that same interview, he said, I do want to say happy birthday to Barry Odom. My birthday's on Sunday. His is today. And I don't want to talk anything else about the Odom subject right now. I just want to move on and talk about this game, which leads you to believe
he's gone.
Right.
Speaking of the LSU situation, though, I mean, he's since shut it down, the Lincoln Riley situation.
Yep.
They were in a verbal agreement, apparently, And then naturally, after the game,
Piggies,
somebody asked
Piggies
them
won
about it,
34-17 also.
Yeah.
I didn't put the score in there. Okay, go ahead.
and it was not that close.
No, it could have been 40.
They also cut away from Missouri's only touchdown of the game to show the trophy being switched out.
I will say,
People were not happy about that.
Missouri's running back
Is a problem.
is a monster.
He has a fucking problem. He had 1,500 yards going into that game. He has 5 200-yard games.
Yes. And one of them was against us.
He had 1,000 yards in 5 games.
Yes.
Jesus.
And he's 5'9".
He was unstoppable.
He was. And
What are our linebackers going to look like next year?
I don't know. Grant Morgan being gone is a problem.
Bumper Pool being gone?
No, we missed Bumper Pool. He's a sophomore.
Okay.
We're going to be missing Hayden Henry, who was a monster in that Missouri game. He was all over the fucking place. Grant Morgan, fantastic player. Going to miss him. I'm praying we don't miss Catalan, but...
Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he's going to be gone.
You know who I've grown to love? Miles fucking Slusher.
Yeah, he can't tackle very well. I will say that. Every time somebody steps through a tackle or it ends up sliding past him, it's number 2. I enjoy him in coverage, but fuck me. And I get it's not a safety position to be running up making a tackle, but goddamn.
I enjoy Mo Brown.
I do too. He is my favorite. He is the opposite we see about Keon Hatcher. He's either going to catch it or he's going to get pass interference. That's him as well.
Yes.
He's either going to fuck something up or
he's
make a
getting a
great
pick.
play. There's no in between.
Because I think he had 6 now.
Yeah.
With that one, so that's pretty damn good.
One that ended the LSU game, where he picked it right off the fucking ground. That was awesome.
And he did that against A&M too. Remember that diving pick that he had in the middle?
Yes.
Barely got his hand
That may be the
underneath
one I
it.
was talking about.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Arkansas took care of business. I'm excited to see what bowl game we end up in. I would assume we probably go from 25 probably to 20, probably 20. And I'm very happy with the top 20 finish considering, double-edged sword, considering the years that we've had. But also, shout out to whoever.
Bumper Pool is a senior.
Oh, I am devastated.
Yeah.
I am fucking devastated now.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I don't know what's going to happen.
But
Warren Thompson's also the one in second place with like 295 yards receiving. Oh, he has 305 now after last game.
also, shout out to the reporter who decided to somehow find a way to throw Felipe Franks into the stat. Hey, appreciate you for saying KJ finished with this, and this. Only person better than him in completion percentage was Felipe Franks. Okay, glad you brought that up because I pulled up stats here, and the thing that everybody tried to rip on KJ about all year was that he wouldn't throw the ball. He ran too much, wouldn't throw it. Okay. So hang on. Let me pull this up. So where's it at? I have it here. Okay.
Franks just didn't throw the ball down the field ever. And as we've seen,
it was also with TK that he decided to send that to me and tried to back up Felipe Franks and say that KJ wasn't as good as Felipe Franks.
Well, he's wrong.
He said Franks didn't have the running back room KJ has. I said he had Traylon Smith, Rakeem Boyd, and Dominique Johnson. You sure he didn't?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to agree. I think our running back room is better now than it was then. But I also don't think that matters.
Franks had 2,100 yards and 17 touchdowns.
Like your ability to throw the ball and willingness to throw the ball has nothing to do with your running back room.
2,100 yards, 17 touchdowns.
The only thing that does is give you more opportunity. And one could argue a better running back room gives you a better chance to throw the ball and not so much takes.
But also less throws.
Right. That's the thing. So I'm not going to say that that's why by any means. But I will agree with it.
Franks had 2,100 yards, 17 touchdowns. KJ, who won't throw the ball, 2,600 yards, 21 touchdowns. So go ahead, reporter, and go fuck yourself.
Should have had 23.
KJ's a fucking sophomore, dude.
There was 2 balls. There was 2 passes that somebody went down short of the end zone.
And that was just in the last 2 weeks.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In this game. Oh, my God. I thought Burks had that first. He cooked him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a little bit of a swiggle in the air, and he lost his balance.
He could have probably had 25 touchdowns and 3 picks and 2,600 yards. I will take that for a sophomore in his first year starting all day long. Now, I'm going to make a guess on what I think our bowl game is going to be.
Okay.
I think we're going to end up playing. Give me Give me. I'm starting to come. You know what? Give me Pittsburgh.
Oh boy, I don't love that matchup.
I love
our
it.
secondary.
Yeah, I know. I don't either, but it would be a fun fucking game.
Yeah, I mean, you start to see all these predictions come up over and over and over. Like there's something to it. I'm gonna go with Clemson in like the Gator Bowl or some shit.
I'm coming around to that. To you saying Clemson, I'm coming around to that game.
Like it's been predicted too many times. Like there's something to it, but I don't really care at this point. I mean, I just don't want like Wake Forest, and that's not necessarily a shot at Wake Forest team. It's just a shot at Wake Forest. Like that is not a sexy game. It does not excite me. I don't want any fucking part of it.
So here's the
It's like
projections.
getting Kansas State in a bowl game after Ohio State. It's like gross.
The projections from 247. Okay, let me get down to the good ones. Armed Forces Bowl, Houston and North Texas.
No.
Shout out UTSA for getting blown the fuck out and losing your perfect record. Gasparilla Bowl, UCF in Florida.
Oh, this is just everybody's bowl
I'm
prediction.
scrolling down, trying to get to the better ones. Pinstripe Bowl, Virginia and Purdue. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Alamo Bowl, Baylor, Oregon State.
Baylor will slaughter them.
Correct. Arizona Bowl, Kent State and Fresno State. Grow up.
Ugh.
Las Vegas Bowl, Penn State and Arizona State. That'd be good.
Yeah. I haven't watched any Arizona State games this year.
I watched a couple. They're pretty good. Music City Bowl, Minnesota and Tennessee. That'd be good. Minnesota got an upset on Wisconsin yesterday.
Yeah. Boy, Wisconsin just keeps fucking
Shitting the
themselves.
bed.
Every time they get hope. Like when they said the winner of that Michigan and Ohio State game was going to play the winner of that game, I was like, how the fuck is Wisconsin still in this shit?
Right.
You're going to blow it.
Duke's Mayo Bowl,
Yeah.
Auburn, North Carolina.
That's such a fucking gross game.
Sun Bowl, UCLA and Miami.
Yeah.
That could be good. Texas Bowl, Iowa State, Mississippi State. That'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
Gator Bowl, Clemson A&M.
Hey, no slaughter 'em.
I don't know. We saw yesterday what can happen.
Yeah. That was LSU.
Here we go.
Thing. That wasn't an A&M thing.
Outback Bowl, Wisconsin, Arkansas.
That would be good. I mean, I think it would be gross.
Big KJ.
The
Right there.
matchup would be gross, but oh Jesus!
Oh my God, my boy's got the COVID cough.
No, I tested negative for COVID, strep, and flu. So
It's just a mystery.
the fuck it is. Regular old sick, I guess.
Here we go. Citrus Bowl, Iowa, Kentucky.
That'd be interesting.
Rose Bowl, Utah, and Ohio State. Now Dakota's putting a chaw in, so hang on now. Buckeyes fall from the college football playoff this week and into the Rose Bowl slot after failing to extend their winning streak over Michigan. And this projection, Utah wins the Pac-12 and locks in a berth to the Rose Bowl.
Gross.
That'll be
I
fun.
want to see Utah play Ohio State.
Utah's offense is good.
I don't care. They get slaughtered.
Fiesta Bowl, the most overrated team against Michigan State, Notre Dame and Michigan State. I looked at their schedule. They only beat the teams that are shit.
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame, Michigan State. That'd be good. Peach Bowl, Wake Forest and Ole Miss. That's juicy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only with the whole Wake Forest thing. I'm only going off of where I keep seeing them. Like I haven't watched any fucking Wake Forest games,
Me
but I
either.
keep seeing them in these conversations. They must be pretty good. I'm still going to take Ole Miss in that game, but
Yeah, me too. Sugar Bowl, Oklahoma and Alabama. That ain't going to happen now.
no.
Now it's going to be Michigan and Alabama.
Or Oklahoma State. No.
Ooh. This has Alabama bumped out of the playoffs because they're going to lose to Georgia.
Oh, yes, they are. They're going to get decimated by Georgia.
So that's why it shows Alabama and Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl. So I could see it. So
Wouldn't that be some shit? Oklahoma fucks everything up, misses out on the playoffs, still has to play Bama.
Yes. Probably still
Now-
wins.
Now, Oklahoma and
Could win.
Bama would be a good fucking game.
Yes. College football playoff semifinal. Orange Bowl. Number 1, Georgia. Number 4, Oklahoma State.
On it, no shit. No shit. I don't know. I take it back. I was going to say best chance to beat them. Oklahoma State's quarterback might throw 5 picks in that game.
Correct.
Like they have a good team.
Sanders
Their
known to throw some
defense-
wild ones.
And I don't mean they have a good Big 12 defense. Like they have a good fucking defense.
They do have a good defense.
Georgia has a better defense.
Oh, way better.
And they don't have to throw the fucking ball.
Give me the spread.
What is it?
I don't know. Probably 20. And then the Cotton Bowl, Michigan, Cincinnati. Michigan will throttle them.
They should.
And then it shows Georgia and Michigan in the championship.
And Georgia throttles them too. I don't see a scenario where Georgia doesn't just fuck everybody up.
I don't either, but that would be fun.
Ugh.
I like those bowl games. So let's get into some the rest of the games here. Let's talk a little Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan
Did not see
42,
that
Ohio
coming.
State 27.
Did not see that coming. Anybody who listens to the show knows we did not see that coming.
Correct. That is the first time in 11 years Michigan has beat Ohio State.
They fucking bullied them. That got Harbaugh a 10-year extension.
Because now he showed he can beat them.
Well, I finally got my class in there. Now we're good. Now I got a chance.
Yep.
They beat the fuck out of them. Like the score does not show what it was supposed to be. I mean, it was domination the whole time.
It was. I was on the road, so I missed most of it. I was relying on most of your recap on this, but
Yeah, I mean, I think Stroud still probably wins the Heisman. But that's not a great final taste in your mouth. Not that he had a terrible game, but
Ole Miss also played on Thursday. Beat Mississippi State by 10.
Jones bet.
Was that one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I lost that one. 31-21. Matt Corral, 230 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. I mean,
Yeah,
Will Rogers, 340 and a touchdown.
and lost.
Yep. The receiver for Ole Miss, Drummond, 14 catches, 140 yards.
He had over half of the fucking yards in the air.
I don't know what to make of it. Matt Corral has been less than impressive in those last 3-4 games. Should make him fall down to where Pittsburgh can get him.
Yeah, oh boy. I'm telling you, there's no situation where we draft a quarterback and it works out. None.
At this point, you just getting a quarterback in the first round, you'd be happy.
No, I would not be happy because they will be who we take in the first round. Like, we'll take somebody who's a third-round grade. Well, we had him graded as first-round
That's
quarterback.
true.
Well, you fucking stink at grading quarterbacks.
That's what you do with Edmonds.
That's what we do with everybody.
Artie Burns.
Fucking Artie Burns. Fucking Devin Bush. Traded up to get him, and he's been slightly above average.
Yeah, he hasn't been that great lately.
Since he came back from his injury, meh.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to go to call a spade on that one.
I mean, there's worse people you get, but it makes it considerably worse when you traded up for him. I still don't knock the decision.
Right,
You
you did what you needed to do.
You did the right thing in the moment, but it's not. You're not getting a top 10 player right now on the field.
Yeah, so Michigan absolutely dominated.
Uh-huh.
Harbaugh's chew just gets progressively bigger and bigger on the sideline.
I hate watching him react to things. Like, I hate watching his face, his body language react to situations on the field.
It's funny you say that because I have another coach that my turntables have now against him. I don't like him.
Who's that?
Lincoln Riley. I officially don't like him.
I don't mind Lincoln Riley.
He fucking cries every single play. Every play he's out there screaming at the fucking ref. It gets so old. It's like LeBron crying for a fucking foul every 5 seconds. Grow up. Fucking play, dude.
I guess if your logic is like, oh, I'm going to fucking bitch every time, if they call 30% of them and 15% of those wouldn't have been called if I hadn't bitched, I guess you still win. But
It's just annoying to see.
It is gross.
Yeah.
That being said, I want no part of him going to LSU. I guess it doesn't matter. Oklahoma's coming to the SEC.
It's what I'm saying. It really doesn't matter. He would get better recruits at LSU.
Yes.
You get the defensive
Which is
players that
exactly
you need.
why I say I want no part of it.
Yeah, you'd get the defensive players because it don't matter who's coaching there. Defenders are going to go to LSU. It's LSU, it's Bama, and it's Georgia. They get all the defenders.
Yeah.
I guess you could put a little bit on, I don't know, maybe like a Florida. They get good defensive talent. But LSU's
but not so
right
much
there.
in recent years. Like
Yeah.
it has definitely dropped off.
Yeah, it's
Ohio State also does. Pass
and I'll
rushers-
never understand it.
pass
Same for
rushers and
Oklahoma.
defensive backs. I don't know. You're in a quote unquote. It is a prestigious conference that's top heavy. Like it's not super deep.
Yeah.
Like if you go to the SEC and you're not the best of the best, like you're going to play elite talent all year long. If you go to the Big Ten, you play Michigan, Michigan State, and you get to beat up on whipping bitches the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Make you look way better.
Yeah, Michigan throttled them. Did not see that coming. They have now earned themselves a place in the college football playoff.
Mm-hmm.
I believe with Alabama's performance, I agree with 247. Alabama may have gotten pushed out just from what happened this weekend, but after what Georgia does to them, they're definitely done.
I don't think they're out from this weekend only because it's Bama and they still won. Like, it wasn't sexy and they had to come back against a team that is missing their best player. But you're going to be hard pressed to find somebody who's going to push Bama out after a win.
When you pair that with what happened with the Arkansas game and with what happened with several other games, it's like, man.
I'm not saying you couldn't make the argument. I'm saying that the playoff committee will not. They will, if there's a way to keep Bama in it, they will.
And also, they are better than Cincinnati, so I don't care.
Yeah, and I don't know who you put in there over them. Like, if they lose to Georgia,
Oklahoma State.
Who would that be then? It would be
if they beat Baylor in the Big 12,
Georgia, Michigan, Cincinnati, Oklahoma State, and I would put Oklahoma State over Cincinnati, but they won't.
I would too.
God, Oklahoma State matching up against Georgia in the first round is tough. But you're gonna have to play them anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna have
and
to.
You're gonna lose. I would love to see Oklahoma State, Michigan though. That would be awesome.
That would be fire.
Go ahead and get Cincinnati out of there.
I love Gundy.
I do too.
He's one of those coaches that I just like, and I don't really know why.
He's pretty fucking even keeled the whole time. And
he
looks. I don't know. He's like Saban without the freakouts. Like, he just stands there. He's indifferent, and he's genuinely.
And when he actually gets pissed, there's a legitimate reason. Like, he's actually mad because he just saw the big screen and was, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's not every single play like Lincoln puss-ass Riley. I saw Gundy run over to Caleb Williams, who got pushed out of bounds on a run play, and Gundy came sprinting through his guys, picked Caleb Williams up, and, like, escorted him back to the field. Like, you don't see that shit.
If you're Lincoln Riley, you stay at Oklahoma or you go to LSU? Immediately, my brain says you go to LSU, but
yeah,
you're never going to be questioned at Oklahoma for as long as you want to be there.
It's going to come into the Bob Stoops phase where you win so much and you don't really get there so much, sort of like what's happening with Harbaugh. If you don't win that, like the amount of talent that you have, there's no fucking excuse for you losing these games.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes to a point where it's like, dude, what else can we fucking do for you? You just can't win the games.
The Oklahoma coming to the SEC does have big time implications here because the other argument would be like, well, look at the fucking schedule I got to play all year. It's gonna be the same. Now, I guess you could Oklahoma could go to the East, and it would still be more beneficial to stay there.
Be better than the West.
And then you're gonna have to worry about Georgia, I guess, but you don't have to worry about all the fucking other teams.
No, you just beat up on Tennessee and Kentucky and Vandy and Florida. You just beat up on all those little whipping bitches. And
Vandy is the only SEC team that did not make a bowl.
And that's after, of course, LSU upset A&M last night.
They did. Gentleman's bet. They played for Coach O. It is weird. Like we said it early on in the season that he was done. It still seems weird.
Let me break out my pad and paper. Maybe firing Orgeron so soon was a mistake.
No, I don't think so. Only because it's what we're talking about.
Have you ever seen a coach with a shorter leash? You win it all one time, and then guess what? You better do it again or you're done.
Yeah, but
you're dead.
Like his championship was very similar to Tomlin's first. Like it was not his team. Like he walked into a gravy situation, and then after that, and granted they lost a lot of fucking people. And
how about I think they said that it was like 79% of their players.
Alabama, A&M, Arkansas, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, all better than them. Like genuinely better than LSU.
But if you let the motherfucker recruit and keep trying to build something,
won again. Well, the off the field situations probably didn't help.
So the quarterback and receiver came out and said none of that's true. Said this is all fake reporting. None of this actually happened. Like people are making this up.
And it may be. I also don't expect them to come out and say that it is true.
Well, you would just not hear players say anything.
I guess what the rest of it will be, did they get
Everyone's
asked
mad because Orgeron was taxing some ass in the hotel that one time. Remember that picture that chick took of her and her and Owen? What's the problem with it?
Well, there was allegedly
he's single.
He had come up on this woman and said something about getting in her skivvies. And she said, I'm married. And he said, so? I'm the head coach of LSU football.
No
way.
And
it may or may not have been someone.
Did she have to break that report?
No, someone high up in the ranks of LSU's wife. So that if
Oh,
that's,
dear
if that's
God.
true, that definitely played a factor. But you never know. Go Tigers.
You ever sleep with the head coach? Go Tigers.
It's going to be weird.
Would you take him as your defensive coordinator?
Absolutely.
I would take it all goddamn day. If Odom leaves, I'm hiring Orgeron.
He's going to be.
Or I'm hitting up Les Miles and see what he wants to do. But
if you're Orgeron,
that was bad. The Les Miles situation is real bad.
If you're Orgeron, do you take a more notable D coordinator spot or
stay in the SEC and make everybody fucking
okay head coaching job?
I would rather be a DC. Less expectations. You get to stay in the SEC, thump motherfuckers, and tell them, see, maybe I'm not fucking retarded after all. Who's retarded now?
Can you
touch
imagine? Like if he's a D coordinator somewhere, now that he's been in the spotlight, he will be on every fucking camera shot of him freaking the fuck out on the sidelines when something good or bad happens.
And that's the shit I want. That is what I want in Arkansas. I want passion.
Scare the
I want
daylights out
fire.
of Kendall Briles.
I love it.
in practice.
I feel like Orgeron would show up to practice and have his fingers taped just like Briles and just stand there and like pretend to be Briles. Oh, sorry, I'll just pretend to be somebody that doesn't do anything.
Walk off. Like I say, like 40 seconds left. That fucking touchdown was like, oh my, they're going to do it.
Yes.
Like as it was happening, it's like this is about to fucking happen.
And he's not even going to coach the bowl game, he said.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks for the players. I'm sure they had this conversation as soon as the news came out. But to go out on a win like that at home, what's the bowl game going to do for you?
Nothing.
You played better than you should have in your last game. Just end your resume there.
Imagine
don't
Orgeron.
go to a bowl game and get blown out.
Imagine Orgeron. Go Hogs. Imagine.
That would be something.
That would be something to hear.
That would be wild. Because no matter where he goes next, like their mascot, that's going to be a thing. So that would blast Arkansas to the national audience. Something.
And if you don't think the defense would improve going from Odom to fucking Orgeron, you're high as a kite.
I bet we blitz.
And I bet you there's 4 fucking linemen down. I fucking guarantee it. And all those DBU chants that LSU gets because they get these prime fucking corners, I bet you they fucking come here.
Well, they're still going to get them. Like we just talked about. LSU.
Yeah, but the ones that Orgeron was already talking to, they're going to be like, oh shit, Arkansas, okay.
Maybe.
I still get to play in the SEC. They're 8-4.
You get the guy that's been recruiting you, and he goes to a team that is on the up and up.
Correct.
Like you'll get some. I think you'll get some of the people he's after. I think some of them will go to LSU still because it's LSU. Like they still have that prestige.
I've also grown to love KJ even more. Did you see that play where he walked up to the ref whenever KJ got smoked, and KJ got up, and the ref was like, oof. And he like gave KJ a pat on the back. KJ turned around and smiled at him, just jogged back to the huddle smiling. Dude, when he's healthy, that motherfucker can run.
Hayden Henry cut their quarterback in half.
Yes.
Oh, my God. There were several solid hits.
And they scored with fucking 53 seconds left or some shit. Like, we beat it was 34 to fucking 10.
Their 2 point, I don't know if it showed it on the TV. Like I said, they were showing the trophy changeover during their touchdown, which is extremely disrespectful, and I love it.
I also didn't know that they're interchangeable, the battle line part.
I didn't either.
I did not know that.
That's fucking cool.
Made it cooler.
That and the fact that we have it made it cooler.
Right next to the boot. We're 3-0 in rivalries.
Mm-hmm. The 2-point conversion play was
sick.
Impressive.
It was.
And I thought there was no chance that as they were doing it, I was like, what? Are we just doing some stupid shit? Oh, my God, he caught it.
That's how I felt. Hey, it was nice to see Davion Warren get a little bit of success in that game, too. That's fucking super senior I really thought was going to blow.
There were so many plays where I was like, right here. Because he was on our side of the field, one-on-one. I was like, God, just fucking throw it. Just launch it. No.
That screen that he threw to Warren, who he fucking made a couple cuts and cut that bitch up for like 53 yards, that was very nice. That's what I'd been hoping to see from him all year. He just didn't really get involved in the game plan for some reason. I blame Kendall, like I do for everything. I texted Dakota, and when the first half he was at the game, I didn't go. I texted him and I said, "What in the fuck are we doing in this first half?" And Dakota said, "Oh, I am screaming directly at Briles, and I know he hears me."
We could hear them. I know he heard me. Like, I mean, I don't know how he keeps one fucking headphone off one side. I know it got in there somewhere, and clearly he listened because we turned it around.
It's almost he came out there and he's like, "You know what? All right, KJ, look,
there's a guy back here. He's been yelling the whole time. We're gonna go ahead and open it up."
I know it's a weird position. I'm gonna have you throw it. All right.
Something to think about.
I know. I want to run too.
Hear me out.
Do you think we can throw? And I just picture KJ like, yes.
Can we throw the trail on?
We got 16 still. Is he good?
You throw whoever you want.
He's straight?
All
All
right,
right,
I'm
bet.
throwing Traylon.
All right. That one where he had that fucking deep seam right across the middle for like the first big play, and he like stumbled and fell down at the one or whatever. Oh, that was so sick. Such a fucking dime, dude. KJ's deep ball is getting pretty.
Also, that jet sweep option they ran to Rocket Sanders when he scored but didn't score, he didn't score. He definitely stepped out of bounds. I was 100% sure that, like, they put the fucking extra, Cam Little and them walked out. First time they showed the replay, they ran off the field. And then they said the play stands, and everybody's like, oh,
That's why I looked over. I was like, what the fuck?
All right.
Give me that.
I love that. It didn't happen, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it was awesome. I am pro or drawn. Don't care what anybody says.
Some other quick notes to run through. Michigan rushing the field is the most fantastic side of it.
It was awesome.
There's so many fucking people in there. The field is completely covered and the stands still completely packed. It's the most impressive thing I've ever seen. Also, the Michigan State-Penn State game was snowing so fucking hard.
It
was fantastic.
30-27 Michigan State victory.
When they showed it from the opposite end zone, you could not see the fucking players. It was fucking snowing.
Kenneth Walker, another $140 and a tutty.
Speaking of rushing the field, Washington State beat Washington and rushed Washington's field. The away team rushed the field. And, I mean, I get it.
Who gets fined in that instance?
Washington has to. It's their fucking...
But they didn't fucking do it.
I know.
Should you fine Washington State for that?
And you could say, why don't more people do that? Get their rivals team fined. But how often do you have a stadium that is almost 50-50? Because there was a lot of fucking people on the field. Yeah. Yikes.
Now let's talk.
Hold on. NC State, their kicker recovered his own onside kick against North Carolina.
Oh, dear God.
And I thought he was dead. He kicked it and sprinted. Like, that had to have been the plan. Sprinted, and this dude was running and dove, and I thought he was dead, and he just popped to the other side of the ball. That being said, Florida State's kicker missed the onside kick. Whiffed. Went to kick it, missed the ball. Charlie Brown himself. On fucking television.
Yikes.
And there was nobody at the Florida State game. The attendance had to, like, no shit. The attendance looked like there was like 8,000 people there.
No one wanted to see that.
It's gross.
Now you know what they want to see? Oklahoma and Oklahoma State.
That game was awesome.
That game was everything I thought it was going to be. And for the first half, I kept saying to myself, don't fans of these two teams or fans of Oklahoma just get tired of having no defense? And then you look up their recruiting class, they're like number 4. How do you have so much fucking talent and your defense is notoriously bad? We make fun of your defense on purpose, and it's the reason that we say the SEC is going to clobber you.
Well, we make fun of Big 12 defenses usually, like Oklahoma being
Oklahoma State's the
main
outlier.
one. This year, yeah. But like all you have to do, you're not going to be able to stop that type of offense consistently. Like I don't care what kind of defense you put together, you cannot stop people who enjoy throwing the ball 75% of their plays. Like you're going to get
5-star wide receivers everywhere.
Right, you're going to get got like Mike Woods. You're going to get got, but Oklahoma State's defense has been impressive, and it was impressive in that game. Oklahoma's defense loves to fucking grab a hold of the receivers.
Yes, they do.
And just not let them, like, fuck it, we can't stop you, so we're just going to take penalties.
Yeah, fuck it. You're not getting a touchdown. My main takeaways from that, Sanders did rush for almost 100 yards. Mm-hmm. He also threw 2 picks.
He did. He does that.
And one of them was horrible.
We'll probably take him in the first round. He's probably a 4th round quarterback. He's not a 4th round.
He's probably an undrafted
no, because after like this, I think this quarterback class is so thin. And I say thin as far as like people that have a chance, in my opinion.
He's 79th in the nation in passing yards, 63rd in touchdowns, 42nd in picks, and a 50th overall QBR.
That screams Pittsburgh value in him as a first-round talent.
That's a hard-nosed player. He's gritty. He's tough.
I don't think he's any of those things, actually.
Yeah, Oklahoma State pulled out 37-33 win, and that final drive was so awesome. Caleb Williams had like a fucking 53-yard run to put him right there in contention. And then Oklahoma State did what Arkansas does and just drops 8 in coverage, except their 3 get there.
Right.
They have talent on the D-line where you can run 3. If you know you don't have that much talent to get to the quarterback with a 3 down front, probably put a 4th.
I don't know where their players are in their college career. I would not be shocked if there is a plethora of fucking Oklahoma State players taken in the first 2 rounds.
Yes. Oklahoma State, whoever number 16 is, freak. He got away with fucking tossing Brooks down after the whistle, which I love to see. Don't try to take the emotion out of this shit. These motherfuckers been chirping. They've been talking. We got a chance. He's wrapped up right here in front of me. I'm going to shove him down. Let it go. That's good. I loved it. They fucking picked up the flag and the announcers were not thrilled.
No.
Oh, that they got away with. Shut your fucking old crusty ass up and let these kids play. Shut up. You're probably pro them not making any money too, huh?
You can't advertise and pump up rivalry week and then be disgusted when they don't like each other.
When there's actual fucking aggression.
They don't like each other.
Grow up.
This week, every year I go back to
Joe Buck would have been pissed.
Like the Devin Bush fucking up the Michigan State logo. That was awesome. That's what you love to see.
What was it? Was it the Oklahoma State game where they were in the...
No, that was Michigan and Ohio State.
That was awesome.
They were like double birds. Were flying all over the fucking camera.
That was awesome.
It was on the field. It was in the locker room.
That is rivalry week.
They fucking hate each other. And shout out to any Ohio State fan that went to that game. Like I'm not opposed to being...
That'd have been miserable.
I'm not opposed to being a visiting team in a hostile environment. That motherfucker was hostile.
Yes.
There is a shit ton of people in that motherfucker. And they knew early on, we got something for that ass this year.
We got something for that ass.
And it was very apparent. Like every time Ohio State showed a little bit of hope, Michigan crushed it.
Yes.
And you could see it all over the faces of everybody in the fucking stands.
Yes. Oklahoma State, 37. OU, 33. OU, Caleb Williams is good. I like Brooks. And I have nothing good to say about your defense, ever. I mean, I don't understand. Whoever your defensive coordinator is, you need to fucking find somebody from the SEC. Maybe you can get Orgeron. I don't know. But you got to do something to fix Oklahoma? This fucking defense. Yeah.
No chance he does that. You're set up for failure there. You're gonna have to game plan for people launching the ball all the time with good quarterbacks, good receivers.
I don't know. It's just frustrating to see OU have all this talent and then suck on defense year after year. And the number one thing you hear from OU fans, well, we have like 3 players hurt. It doesn't fucking matter. Your defense is always terrible.
It's not your problem. It doesn't help, but it's not your problem.
No. Clemson skunked South Carolina. Notre Dame beat a shit-ass Stanford. That's about all I got.
You're missing one game.
What am I missing? Hold on. Dakota's doing something. Theatrics over here. I don't know. He's taking his hoodie off. Oh, God. He's wearing a Chanticleer's shirt. Sorry, I was under top 25 because I was looking at the good teams. Where are they at?
Sean's versus everybody.
Where are they at?
Oh, they won in overtime.
Against who?
I don't know. That wasn't the point. I bought this shirt like fucking 3 weeks ago, and it didn't ship for 2 weeks. This was supposed to be last week, but...
He's wearing the fucking Chanticleer shirt, and he knows how much I fucking hate their guts. Hate their guts. They are a joke, a fraud. They are fraudulent, and they suck. They're terrible, and Dakota likes them. He's pro Chanticleers, whatever the fuck a Chanticleer is. Apparently it's a bird.
It's Spanish for some sort of fighting chicken.
Is it really?
I don't know. But look, it looks kind of like something.
Yeah, I thought it was a Jaguars thing.
A Jaguar?
No, not the logo. I thought the colors when you took that off.
I will not support Urban Meyer.
Are you an Urban Meyer fan?
Nope. Absolutely not.
Yeah, people are saying.
I was roasting in that hoodie, waiting for the fucking moment.
Where it's
not even unveil this.
Are they even ranked?
No.
Okay, good.
I had to go back and find it to make sure they won because I was going to wear this regardless. But if they had lost, it would have been bad.
That is hilarious. They won in overtime. That's funny. They're probably playing William and Mary or something. Gritty team. They just gutted out that win. All right. Well, put on some tunes. Put your favorite button. Yep. Blue button, that hoe. Great weekend in college football.
Great weekend.
Fucking fantastic weekend. We're going to shift a little bit towards a little NFL talk. I'm very excited for today because it looks like the number one in the Thank God for Football TGFF League in fantasy. Number one's probably going to go down this week. I'm in a bit of a fucking pickle over here. And it's all because of DeAndre Swift. I am down significantly. The projections have shifted significantly because Swift got me 2. And Dakota's players, Knox could have had 30.
Yeah, he should have had 4 touchdowns.
Yes. I am in a bad spot.
A little bit of a pickle, Dick.
I'm in a little bit of a fucking pickle.
Derek Carr pulled out some late game points.
He did. What did he get you, like 22?
21.
Yep, I'll take that all day. Damn,
but in my other league, I
thought you were savage there playing your...
In my other league, I had Derek Carr and Hunter Renfrow. And I accidentally left Hunter Renfrow in.
Renfrow popped. Yeah, so I'm in a very tough spot this week in fantasy. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Fuck, I have Renfro in this league too on my bench.
Doesn't even matter because I can't figure out how to change to where every league in across America gets first round bye if you're in first. Not ours.
Well,
And you can't change
It's
it.
going to be tough if you lose in the first round now.
Yeah, it's horseshit. It's bullcrap. I'll just go in there and I'll make it to where I win anyways. I'll just put me to the next round.
This does potentially look like my last week to get any value out of A.J. Dillon, so I need him to fucking go off.
How about A.J. Brown on the IR? That's crazy.
That is crazy, and that's why I picked Patriots over the Titans this week.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that.
Let's dive right into it here then. Let's just talk first game of the day on noon. CBS. At noon, not on noon. At noon. CBS. Dakota's Steelers. At Cincy.
Give me Cincy. Now, I will say,
I don't know about that.
the first game we played Cincy,
Is TJ back?
he's back.
Oh boy. Let me go look at the injuries.
So,
Joe Hayden's out still.
since you brought, which is a problem, but since you brought it up, TJ, Steelers in games that TJ played, 5-1.
Mm-hmm.
Without him, 0-3-1.
Yeah, it's horrible. Also, would you play Goddard this week? I don't love Jalen Hurts, you know this. Would you play Goddard, or now that Ebron finally went back on the IR, which was the reason Frymouth didn't pop so hot last week, would you play the Muth?
I would play the Muth over everybody.
I'm just worried because it's a rivalry,
I don't care.
and he could have 3 catches for 10 yards.
I don't care. Our offense is not consistent enough to not value the tight end higher than you should. Like the whole safety net thing, Ben doesn't throw the ball down the field very well. Or very often. If he throws it to Deontay, he throws it down the field well. If he throws it to Claypool,
It's
terrible.
horrible. And once they get in
Give
the
me
red zone, it's
Muth.
Muth time.
Give me the Muth.
Would you really do that, though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Over Goddard?
I would not take
Goddard hasn't been great the last
Frymouth
3
out
weeks.
for the rest of the year.
Well, now that Ebron's on the IR, he's hot again. He's all the way back in because Ebron had a touchdown last week. Had like 40 yards last week. That would have been all Muth. But
Yeah.
Ebron's back, and then Ebron's out again. IR.
Before we get off the TJ thing, I'll bring it up every chance I get. Myles Garrett has 13 sacks in 11 games. TJ has 12.5 in 7 games. Fuck out of
Damn.
here.
I did not realize that.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna pick Cincy. I'm gonna hedge my happiness again, and I genuinely think we are just not good enough.
Joe Mixon has been like sincerely good.
There's gonna be a lot of rushing yards in this game
He's actually been good.
from both sides. Now,
Yeah,
TJ,
he has
TJ
8 less carries than Najee and has 100 more yards and 4 more touchdowns.
I mean, Cam Hayward having some help back will be beneficial.
We didn't talk about him last game when he decided to punch Jared Goff in the stomach.
Justin Herbert,
Oh, Herbert. Yeah, Justin Herbert. He punched Justin Herbert in the stomach. It actually happened right in front of my eyes.
double fist.
They replayed it, and he punched him right in the stomach, and there was nothing. The announcer's like, well, I don't know what happened there.
I don't know.
I
What
didn't
that
see
was
anything.
either.
What the fuck?
Obviously, he came out and said that it looked bad on camera. It did look bad on
Cam
camera.
did?
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's real bad.
I don't know what you expect him to say. I don't know what fucking happened. I'm assuming he was just fed up with having to fucking chase quarterbacks down 30 yards down the field. You shouldn't have an interior defensive lineman chasing down the fucking quarterback.
He said, there, put you on the ground. Stay down. It was really fucking scary.
I mean, that was our only hope, was to injure him.
But rupture his spleen or something.
Fucking something.
Steelers, Bengals, what's your score today? Nah, I'm only asking for score because it's your team. Who you got? You actually have Cincinnati.
I'm actually taking Cincinnati. And like I said, last time we played him, we did not have TJ Watt. Joe Burrow acknowledged that it was a different game with him there, which is true. I just don't trust. I don't trust the Steelers.
Fair. You think they cover 3.5?
No. I think it's a 3-point game.
All right.
And it'll be a fucking heartbreaker.
I will also take the Bengals. So it'll definitely be Pittsburgh today. Give me Pittsburgh. Switched it, flipped it. I put my thing down,
Put
flip
that
it, and reversed
thing down.
it. Give me fucking Pittsburgh. All right. Bucks, Colts.
Yeah, I got the Colts.
I do too.
They're fucking hot right now.
Yes.
Which would lead you to believe the Bucks are just going to roll them.
Throttle.
I mean, like the Bucks have had some not great games. The Colts are hot. Everything about this says the Bucks fucking just
Blow it.
We're a pretty good team. Good team too, coach.
So
all right. I'm still taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts.
Would not
as well.
shock me if the Bucks just fucking throttle them.
No.
Just reality checked everybody.
Okay. We'll both take Colts there.
And
Jonathan Taylor will not
Colts-
have a Jonathan Taylor like he did last week.
I think he will.
He will have a couple tutties.
I think he's getting close to the Derrick Henry where like I don't think the matchup matters. He's just fucking dominant. And like the other thing about the Bucks potentially turning it on is there is that Brady Colts thing. I know it was New England and Peyton like it was, but that matchup with him and the Colts, the Colts fans do not fucking like him, and he thrives off that shit.
It's also in Indy, and the Colts defense has been very good lately.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, the fucking Bucks have all the weapons.
Correct.
If they figure out,
still no Antonio Brown. He still has not.
He needs to
found his real
figure
card,
it out.
his real Vax card.
Jesus.
All right, let's move on to a gross game. Panthers Dolphins.
I got the Dolphins.
I got the Dolphins. Easy choice. And what is the Carolina by 1? Give me the money line.
Yeah.
Titans at Patriots.
I got Patriots.
I got Patriots covering 7.5.
The Dolphin or the Titans have too much stacked against them now. Like when Derrick Henry went down, we just kept saying like they keep fucking finding ways to win. Now they got no AJ Brown. Their defense has played well. Like don't get me wrong, the Titans defense has played well all of a sudden, and I don't know why. But the fucking Patriots are hot.
They're at home.
The Titans just have everything stacked against them. I'm taking the Patriots.
Patriots defense has been an issue lately.
I think they cover as well.
Good issue. And 7.5. I'll take that. Another gross one. Eagles at Giants.
Eagles. Divisional game.
It's gonna be the Goddard show. I know it. Goddard's gonna be running loose all over the place. You know who won't be? Miles Sanders because he had 6 carries.
I mean, against the fucking Giants, run him. Fucking run his wheels off. Give me something. I don't have a fucking choice but to play him at this point. I'll never touch the motherfucker again.
They used him as a bell cow his first year there, and he was great.
Unless he ends up on a different team, he's on my list of never touch again.
Correct. Same for Julio.
Yeah. The first year I fucking have Julio, this is what happens. Fucking great.
Give me Eagles, and I think they cover 3.5.
I'll take the Giants plus 3.5.
Okay. Gentleman's
bet.
All right. Falcons.
I do think the Eagles win, though.
I do too. Falcons at Jaguars.
This is the one I had the most issue with. Mainly because it's the fucking Falcons. I've only got one game the Falcons were a part of, correct, and it's because I picked the Cowboys and they fucking throttled them. I took the Falcons. Jaguars win.
Are you picking the Jags?
No, I took the Falcons already in the pick 'em, so I'm taking them here. This is one of any toss-up game I have picked incorrectly on the Falcons. I don't imagine you get great odds.
I'll take the Jags.
I mean, it's Falcons -2.
I'll take the Jags at home.
Wouldn't shock me, only because I picked the Falcons. But I'm sticking with the Falcons.
Jets at Texans.
I struggled with this one, too. I did pick the Texans.
Texans.
Zach Wilson's back. Ipso facto, Texans win.
Yes.
That and the Texans looked good last week somehow, and I don't know why.
Texans cover 3.
Probably.
Here we go. Chargers at Broncos.
Give me the Chargers.
Ooh. I can't bet on Teddy Two Gloves.
No.
I will bet against Teddy Two Gloves 7 days of the week. Give me the Chargers and give me the 2.5.
Yeah. I'll say Chargers by 10.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll be big. It'll be at least 7. Teddy Two Gloves sucks so bad. Why Cortland Sutton signed a 4-year deal?
I'm telling you, we're going to end up with Teddy Bridgewater. The Steelers will end up. They're going to go. We don't want to draft anybody.
Dude, I would be so mad.
We're going to draft a quarterback in like the 4th round, just in case, and he's going to fucking stink.
I'd be so mad if I was you.
Maybe we've got our scouting department backwards. Maybe we draft a guy in the 4th round that was a 1st round talent, and we graded him as a 4th round, and we end up with him.
I mean, a lot of things would have to happen.
Unlikely. What's going to happen is we're not going to take a quarterback high, and I say high, in the 1st round, wherever we end up in the 1st round. The surefire talent, which I don't think there is any in this draft, will be gone. I think they make the right decision in not taking somebody, and they said, we're going to go all in on a veteran quarterback. And then all the Aaron Rodgers rumors start to swirl. And then he re-signs with the Packers. And then we're like, well, fuck. We didn't take a quarterback. The one we wanted is gone. Then we're going to keep Teddy? No? All right, we'll take him.
I hope that doesn't happen for you.
Oh, I do too. What's bad, though?
I don't know if there's a quarterback I hate any more than Teddy Two Gloves.
What's bad, though, is how much worse does it make the Steelers?
Considerably.
How? How does it make their passing game considerably worse? Is it possible?
I mean, I'm struggling to find a reason.
I don't want it. I don't want any part of it.
But Teddy has one of the best offensive arsenals in football right now, and he's making him look pedestrian. Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Noah Fant, and Javonte Williams is a freak back there too. Melvin Gordon's not
Now,
bad.
I will say, if, God forbid, we end up with Teddy Two Gloves, draft the Muth early.
Yes.
That motherfucker will have pressure in his face.
He doesn't like throwing a Fant.
But that Steelers line's bad. Like, they can't.
Broncos line's pretty bad too. But Teddy could have all the time in the world, and he will fuck up a throw.
But
And then all of a sudden, he'll throw it to Tim Patrick 60 yards down the field right on the money. I don't understand.
yeah,
Teddy Two Gloves stinks. He's the epitome of stinkery.
he does. I want no part of it. I can see it happening.
Rams at Packers.
Give me Packers.
I can't wait for this game.
I can't either.
You're taking Packers?
I'm taking.
Oh, give me Rams, gentleman's bet.
All right.
Stamp on that motherfucker right there. What is it, 2.5 Rams? Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me that fucking spread too. I'll eat that shit up.
That's a bullshit spread.
Because
anyway.
Kirk Cousins ate Green Bay's lunch last week.
Going from L.A. to Lambeau.
Oh. It's going to be cold.
It's going to be fucking cold.
But I don't know if I love
Matt
that.
Stafford played in Detroit.
But he's gotten accustomed.
He has been acclimatized to L.A.
He's been acclimated is the word. Acclimatized sounds like
I think it's both.
like you're talking about the fucking AC in your house.
Well, he's got AC in his house. He lives in L.A.
Oh, he's got a lot of
Aaron
AC.
Rodgers got the heat on. He's prepared. If he wears, if
starting
Aaron
to wanna
Rodgers
flip.
comes out with the long johns, it's game over. Game over.
Did you see him show his COVID toe?
I did. Apparently, that's a real thing.
Shut up.
No, apparently, you look it up. Apparently, COVID toe is a real thing, a real side effect of COVID.
Why was he laughing so hard when he said it?
Because he thinks this is ridiculous as everybody else. Apparently, it makes your toes discolored and swollen.
So I did hurt my toe last week. Held his foot up. It does not have COVID. So, and the headline said, Aaron Rodgers says he does not have COVID toe across the bottom of the TV.
What happened
To what?
to his toe?
I don't know.
He hurt it whilst quarantining. I don't. What could have happened?
Maybe it was the Rodgers Rates commercials. I don't know.
We'll
Macy
never
watched
know.
the Rodgers Rate commercial, the Allstate commercial the other day for the first time whenever he was doing the
State Farm?
fake. Yeah, State Farm. I say, you know what I mean. And he's walking up, asking the questions, and they say something, and he's like, no, wrong. And then ding, 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 yeah. And he's like, okay. And Macy was like, is he really like that? And I was like, oh, yeah, he's really fucking, that's him. He is the most, just, I mean, what do you want to say boring, but he's not boring.
Like even keel.
Just quiet, smart ass, narcissistic
He's
version of myself that is in the
super
NFL that he's way smarter than me, so I got to take that away. But the way he is just it's fantastic.
Like to have an athlete that can go.
Macy's like it kind of makes me want to like him. Yeah, he's awesome.
This is not like he would smoke like an athlete edition of Jeopardy, like
I don't
a
think she likes him.
real Jeopardy. That motherfucker's got like he's goddamn genius.
Yes.
And on and off the field.
With that being said, give me the Rams.
You're sticking with the Rams.
Sticking with it.
All right, gentlemen's bet.
Gentlemen's bet. Vikings at Niners.
Vikings.
Yes, I said the same thing, and it shows San Fran by 3.5. But I'll take Niners actually. No, it's a 3:30 game. Give me the Niners.
I think this is the second time I've picked the Vikings this year.
Give me the Niners.
The Niners just no.
Yeah, but Kirk Cousins in any other slot other than the noon game, I'll take those odds.
Yeah, but the
I'm solely betting
Packers
against
Rams game can be prime time.
Yeah.
So all Kirk has to know is that he's not on a national television. That's it. That's all it takes. It don't matter what time slot. It doesn't matter where it is, who it is. If he's not in the public eye, he's ready to go.
I'm also disgusted that Rams Packers is not the nighttime game and it's fucking Browns Ravens.
Speaking of which, give me the Ravens all day.
Yes.
Is Lamar back?
I think so.
Well, then definitely give me the Ravens.
Yeah. I think
I'll take the Ravens with Tyler Huntley.
Oof. I wouldn't do that.
I'm going to do it. What else we got? Oh, God. The Monday night game's worse. Whistle Pigs and Seahawks.
It's an even pick'em game.
I'm taking the fucking Seahawks. I don't like it.
DK better have fucking 4 touchdowns or I lose this week. So he better fucking figure it out. I'm not kidding you. My fucking week of fantasy rides on DK Metcalf's shoulders.
If the Seahawks lose to the Whistle Pigs,
they're dead.
They might have a top 5 pick. What would you do with a top 5
they
pick
don't.
if you're Seattle?
Because they traded for Jamal Adams.
Oh, yeah.
So even better, they do not have a first-round pick. Dakota is he's in solace right now. He's not
terrible. They're dead.
They're dead.
I'm still going to pick them. I already did, but
I'm also going to take them. I'm not going to take the No, I'm also going to take Seattle. It's a get right game this week. It's a get right. You're 3-7. You pop a 4-7. You can come right back into this thing. Just go 500.
In that division, no, they got no shot.
No, they're dead. But
they're last in that division.
Yes,
the Niners are 5-5. They're 3-7,
and it's actually because of Go Hawks.
Cardinals, Rams, Niners, Seahawks. Gross,
disgusting. The Cardinals keep winning without Kyler Murray. I don't understand.
Is he playing this week?
I don't know. I think they're on a bye.
They're bye. So he'll play next week for sure.
Oh yeah,
and then they'll go right back to fucking throttling people.
Maybe.
Probably.
Tell me Caleb Williams doesn't look just like Kyler Murray when they're playing.
Taller.
They both look small.
He's got to be taller.
Let's figure it out.
I don't know. I very much enjoy watching Kyler Murray. I like watching the Cardinals. I liked them last year. They just burned me a lot. They were the team that I picked consistently to win, and they kept not winning.
He's 6'1".
You know, he's considerably taller.
Yeah. He looks small when he's fucking playing.
I wonder what his hand size is.
I don't know.
We'll find all that out in about 3 years.
Couldn't tell you.
The Chargers are the Cardinals this year. Like, I continue to pick the Chargers.
We didn't talk about Thursday games.
Fuck me. Huh?
We didn't talk about Thanksgiving's games.
Oh, God. All right. So I had fucking... I doubled down on the parlay when we picked our Thursday games. I also added in Ole Miss because it doubled the odds. Ole Miss won. That was a game we were concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss won. The Bears, the Lions fucking lost. Surprise, in fantastic fashion.
Yes.
I fell asleep during that game.
No, you didn't.
I absolutely did. It's Thanksgiving. I fucking ate and I went to sleep. I woke up. Like, I went to sleep right after the Lions took the lead. And then they went down and kicked the fucking game-winning field goal. We talked about last week. Shocking. The Vikings won on the field goal. The Bears won on the fucking field goal.
Yep.
Dan Campbell.
Did Dan Campbell cry again?
Stinks. I don't know.
I can't even say he stinks. This team's real bad.
He's not making it. He might be making it worse.
No, they're competing.
Yeah, but they lose every week.
They didn't compete at all last year.
They won games, though.
Well, how many?
A couple. They might not win a game. It would be in their best interest to not win a game.
They'll have the number 1 overall pick.
Because then you get to take a quarterback, and then Goff's contract doesn't matter because you're paying a rookie quarterback. So you're paying a rookie quarterback what you would be paying the backup, except it's your starter.
I don't know if they take a quarterback.
I mean, you got to do something.
Trade out. Bump down to 5, 6, 7. You can still get a skill position player.
I guess it depends on what somebody's willing to offer for it. But again, and
I don't love
when
Goff.
we get closer to the draft, somebody will overvalue the top quarterback.
Yes, and someone will give you their first-round pick, their second-round pick, and their third-round pick to move up. And next year's first.
It won't be the Rams.
No. They don't
Because they don't have any.
They're not even going to watch the fucking draft. They don't care.
So what do you do if you're Seattle? Like, people are still talking about this as Russell Wilson's last year with Seattle. You don't have a first-round pick. You just going to suck again next year? You have to.
I mean, him going out for 6 weeks had something to do with that.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're necessarily bad. I just think they
without him
were with
bad.
Geno Smith
But that's what
for
I'm saying.
6 weeks.
If this is his last year there.
But he's under contract.
But I'm saying if they trade him, because after the offseason shit last year.
Why would they trade him?
I mean, they're not.
That is the Seahawks.
It is the Seahawks, but they're not on what they're doing with him.
They've been fine every year except for this one.
Yeah, but they're fine. Like they're not going to win a Super Bowl anytime soon, with him or without him.
Not with that fucking offensive line.
I guess it depends on what you get for him, but you're going to have to get
no Chris Carson all year. I mean,
I don't think you can depend on Chris Carson ever anymore.
He's a good running back.
If he's healthy, which is not a lot.
I don't know. I don't think the Seahawks are dead.
They're definitely dead this year.
They're definitely dead this year, yes.
Then with no first-round pick, I don't see them getting substantially better. I guess they can make big moves in free agency, but I don't imagine they have a lot of draft. Yeah, they don't have a lot of cap.
But they'll have second and thirds, and I mean, you can find fucking money through there. You can find Mecole Hardman's all day in second round.
You can find a bunch of players with stiff hips.
He's so fucking bad. And it's getting so funny because everybody's finally starting to call him out. Like, he's so bad.
What do you think Odell does this game coming off a bye with the Rams?
Well, he only played 15 snaps last game. I'd I mean, shit, the first start of the fucking game last game, he launching it to Odell. I'd go.
Oh, they made it a point early.
I'd
to
go
throw on the ball.
I'd go 6 for 95 and a touchdown.
That would be a stellar game for him.
Yes. And the Rams win. And Cup's going to eat, of course.
That's going to happen.
And Darrell Henderson's really good.
If they run the ball.
Well, they just go up by so much, they just run it in the second
But
half.
if they go down, they're fucked.
Yes.
Which is concerning. I don't know. I'm very excited to see how the NFC plays out.
I'm very excited for my fucking fantasy team. So
this week?
Yeah, because I'm fucking losing right now to you, bitch. Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't announce it. It was Dakota that I'm playing.
Yeah. Okay, got.
Who do we play in our fucking Slightly Biased League? We are playing
I'm going to get throttled.
Travis, who is clearly not paying any attention. He's got IR. He's got fucking AJ Brown in.
I'm playing Ty Johnson in that league because I don't have a fucking choice.
Yikes. He had Zach Moss
and Miles Sanders. That's my running backs for that. Yuck. I am playing Odell, so
Well, we're about to be 8-4 in the Slightly Biased League.
There's no. Is there a first round bye for that one? Do we know?
I don't think so.
Fuck it. We'll just do what we got to do.
Give me them tasty
Get it
James.
done. Great week in college football.
Mm.
It's kind of sad though. It's over.
I know, but we get the fucking
We got a few more weeks.
we get championships this
of
week.
bowls and such, but we got a break.
We get the SEC championship this week. We get the Big Ten. We get all the fucking championships this week. This will be good. It'll be great.
Yeah, the Big Ten championship's gonna be gross though.
Who is he? Michigan.
Minnesota and Michigan.
Ugh.
Yeah. Wisconsin's in Michigan. Could have been good. Better.
Better.
Michigan's going to row their fucking boat all over Minnesota.
Yes, correct. If y'all have not checked out our YouTube, please do so. If you have made it this far through the episode, we appreciate the fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long one. So, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. And subscribe to the
Check out
fucking
the
show.
interview with Kevin Kopps, Daniel Gafford, who dunked all over Porzingis' head
Yes.
the other day.
Yes.
Shout out, Dan
Yes.
Gafford, friend of the show.
Go check out the interviews. I'm also getting it to where all the episodes will be up on our YouTube. Full episodes. I'm having to use Headliner, a different app. I thought I could use the free version, but I have to pay. Whatever, who cares? So I'll be putting the full episodes up on our YouTube every time we have an episode. So
Those of you that
anybody
have-
at work with JB Hunt or something like that sitting on their computer, running stuff in the background on YouTube, watch pull up Slightly Biased while you're doing it.
Hey. Check it out. We appreciate you. Each and every one of you.
Thank y'all for listening.
Goodbye.